This is Paul, Golden Gate Enterprises. You can see an earlier video here, all of this backyard was open. We had trench dug here. There was a trench over here. What this does is this pipe here is going to tie it into a French drain on the side of the house. This pipe is our evacuation pipe. We have a sump pump that's back here. Everything is designed to flow back into our well system and our sump pump. And over here, Larry, we're doing a little bit more digging. We've got a pipe that is all wrapped that comes down here and it comes into our well system, which you'll see, and that's tied into, here we go, all of the open pipes that are here. And what we have here is we have a perforated pipe and a solid pipe. The perforated pipe has holes. You can't see them from here. They're on the sides, and this is all going to be filled with rock, and this will act as a French drain. And then the solid pipe that Sal's pointing to, the other one right there, that actually is connected to the French drain that goes up along the side of the house here. And we have our downspouts over here, one there, and there's one up there that actually will come in. And there's two pipes in the trench, one that's the French drain and one that's a solid pipe, and they get fed into here. So we manage all the water from the side of the house, the back of the house, and it all goes to where Larry's doing a little bit of digging here, and it ends up coming back to our dry well pump system. And what we have is we have what's called a dry well, which is a whole gravel bed system that's designed to have water come into it and percolate into the ground. But we also have, because we don't really have very good drainage in the soil, a sump pump system here. And you can see the container that we have here. Sal, knock on that, the side of the sump pump there, the container. That's all a plastic heavy gauge polyethylene container. And you can see down here where we've got our pipes coming in. There's one there, one there. These fill the pump well, and you can see the other evacuation pipe from our sump pump. We have a 1/2 horsepower sump pump that is designed specifically for exterior use and to be submersed, and all of that gets pumped out back along the side and will get evacuated towards the front of the house. And then what you can see is this is actually a very well-designed system here. What the guys did is we have about a 4.5, 5-foot diameter hole that went down about 5 feet or 6 feet, and we lined the whole thing with filter fabric. Then we put in our drain rock. We put in our well system, and we fill the whole thing with drain rock. So there's a whole drainage bed around this whole area here, and the idea is that water coming into it will quickly go down, hit the bottom, percolate up at the bottom, and it will get sucked up by the pump if it doesn't drain into the ground. And you can see we've also graded the yard here, so there's a grade that comes down here and it comes into this well system. And then for those that are paying attention, you'll say, what's that little stub out there? Well, you see the 110 volt connection for the sump pump. What happens is we're going to put a 4x4 post there that's underground burial conduit, and we're going to have an outdoor outlet, and that's where we plug in our sump pump. So there'll be a post here, a 4x4 post we put in cement, and that will be an exterior outlet that we plug the sump pump into, and it's all completely serviceable if we ever need to get to it. So Sal will show you here what'll happen is, where's the top to this guy here? Okay, so we've got the top. This gets put onto it. This is a very nice design. We do these all over the San Francisco Bay Area. So that lid goes on, and once that lid is on, we go ahead and we close this whole thing up, and we put a little more drain rock around it, and the whole thing's wrapped up like a nice baby in a blanket or a burrito. And then we know exactly where to get to this here. We can pack it with dirt or drain rock, and we cover it up, and we just leave a little area on the top there, a cap exposed there. And so now all the water drains into our drainage system here into a nice, beautiful package here. And this is how we solve the problem for drainage in this whole property here. And this design was done by Larry here. He figured this whole thing out, and we've got it all done. Thanks for your hard work, guys. All right. Actually, it was Sal here working hard with Larry here, and they got all this figured out here, both of us. Okay. Okay. So this is Paul, Golden Gate Enterprises, with another drainage system. And by the way, this is all part and parcel of a foundation replacement. And for those that haven't seen our earlier videos in this job, we've got cribbing underneath the house here, maybe a little bit dark, but this is all supporting the house. We have our jacks. This whole house was sinking. We're pouring a whole new foundation wall system. We've got the first portion of it. Let's see if I can show you this. Yeah, all this up front here has already been poured. That's a whole new foundation and a whole brand new cripple wall that's put in over there. So this is Paul, and what we do is foundation systems, drainage, structural work, dry rot repair, dry well, sump pump systems. This is all the type of work we do throughout the San Francisco Bay Area. Okay, thanks, Paul Gordon, Golden Gate Enterprises. Thank you.